Good morning, everybody. So today I'm going to quickly present the course that I created on this course shell. So the name of the course that I worked on is called Instructional Design and E-Learning in Healthcare Organizations. The summary of the topic, or in general, the idea behind this is the fact that I am an instructional designer and I also work actually as an instructional designer at Mayo Clinic, which is a healthcare organization. I've passed through different departments within Mayo Clinic, and I noticed that in different departments, I had to change and shift my instructional design strategies depending on the content and what I am working on. So, first I was at the Mayo Medical School. So I used to work with the doctors, create and set up e-learnings for the doctors, medical residents and fellows and consultants, as well as have online interactive information for them. They needed very quick information, and we used to actually use Blackboard itself to host all this content. And I used to be an admin. I used to create from A to Z content development and organize the curriculum and everything. And then I changed departments and I moved into the finance department, which I'm working in still at the moment. And I noticed that there is a complete different shift in my methodology. I used to use ADDIE a lot. Now I use backward design as much and other design methodologies depending on the projects that I'm working on. I started to create software simulations more because now we are teaching the finance staff to know how to use all the different programs and all the requirements that they need to actually go about doing their finance smart stuff. So this idea and this topic is the reason why I thought instructional design and e-learning in healthcare organizations would be a very great idea to go about working on in this course project. Now, the target audience would be either instructional designers or people who want to go into becoming instructional designers, already have their bachelor's or working on their bachelor's for higher education and anything that has to do with education per se. So the lesson. So I organize my course to look like this. I have the homepage. It's very similar to Dr. Meir's course because I like how has it set up. I go into the homepage, announcement, then and the syllabus. I also present a study guide in case you want to go through that, as well as the course calendar. Then I go into the lessons and assignments, and if I click on the lesson and assignments, I have different units. I have an introductory unit which welcomes them, provides them with the syllabus again, and have them introduce themselves. And then we go into the healthcare organizations and instructional design, which is the complete lesson for this course project. It covers the lessons objective, provides some wiki assignments and blog assignments for them, as well as some reading, and also covers the topic of the learning management system. So the activities within this complete lesson requires them to have interactive assignment within the share your knowledge design methodologies. So if I click on it and I go down under the learning objectives, there's this design methodologies, which actually requires them to read information about instructional design and then themselves work together and create a wiki for these different design methodologies. They will have to submit a visual, a definition, primary values, key features, and whatnot. This requires them to collaborate with each other. And I reduced the idea of cheating, or I made sure that they don't cheat with the fact that actually I created a project for them to actually, it's just, what did they say? A creative project. So they can't find information already and set for them online where they can just copy and paste. They have to actually scour the internet and find it themselves. So I think this is the way I had them reduce the cheating, as well as I want them to choose an LMS and define it and select and describe why they think it would fit a healthcare institution. And this is also a reflection portion of as an assignment, which also doesn't, cannot be plagiarized because they come up with it by themselves. And finally, I did a very fun assignment that they can use Quizlet app or online website. It's called Quizlet. And this one also requires them to define 10 terms, put these 10 terms within this Quizlet set, and interact with others, share each other's Quizlet sets, and go through the Quizlet flashcard app, which requires them to go through the app and then test themselves, also take a screenshot of their results. So this all in of itself cannot be plagiarized, and it's a very fun, interactive, collaborative together for the students. So this is my course, and I hope you enjoyed this quick presentation.